Okay, Jim, maybe you can lead this off, all three contribute. You finally get down in the water, okay? You know, you've got the rafts around the capsule, and you got a lot of activity going on down there.
When I flew in Gemini 4, we missed the carrier by about 40 miles because we didn't have a computer. But on Apollo 9, we came down right next to the carrier. It was beautiful. You had to see the flags flying, the C-130 going by, the scuba divers jumping in the water, helicopter all around. It was really a beautiful sight. But my motto was space flight's not over until you're on a carrier. And so they had developed a new system in the Navy called the Billy Pugh net. It was an aluminum framework with a lot of netting, and it didn't get in that old horse collar where you could fold up. You just rolled in. So the squadron commander found out that because we were so close, they were going to have live TV for this. So he wanted to be a movie star. So he had not practiced. And so he decided he would do the recovery. So he came by with the net. Meow. Meow. And of course, the command module is shaped like a top. So when the downwash would get on it, it would move. And then he'd get on it and it would move. So he changed recipe around for quite a while. And then he finally came by and got him in. And then they came by to get David. One of these got dumped in the water, I don't know which one. And they cranked Dave up so fast, they bumped his head on the bottom of the helicopter. And so he almost lost. Then he came back to get me. Yum. At the same time he's doing this, we got two life rafts. And over in one life raft was this Navy school guy changing the film on his camera. And so he wasn't looking at this net. They came by and whacked him in the back of the head, knocked him out, and fell over backwards into the water. His head was underwater, and I'm standing there with the other scuba guys hollering. Of course, they can't hear me because we're in the downwash of the helicopter. So I finally had to run over to the other life raft and try to pull this guy out. I couldn't get him by myself. So the other guys came over and helped me get him out. And so we almost lost the scuba guy there. And that night when I saw him, I asked him where he was. He said he had a hell of a headache, but thanks for pulling him out. But what really should have happened and did happen is that when that helicopter pilot landed on the deck, the Chief of Naval Operations had been watching this fiasco in Washington on television, and the guy was fired right then. So we had a news conference.
But to have Jerry Griffin and Gene Kranz with us.
So we'll start off with Jerry. Okay, you look at Apollo 9. You two participated in a lot of the missions, as you know. How did this fit into the puzzle? How important was it for you?
Well,
You both can answer.
yeah, is this bunch over here, kind of, rowdy bunch over here, said earlier, everything was built to take one step after the other. 8 was a little kind of out of place because we didn't have a lunar module, and besides that, we wanted to go to the moon in a hurry, so we did. But starting with 9, we really got into what I think is the meat of getting to the moon to land. And I can remember thinking about, for the first time, we were going to separate these guys, 2 of these guys, without a heat shield. And it was kind of a gulp moment. I can remember, well, now we've done it. We got to get them back. But that step was later repeated in the other missions a lot. But 9 everything, I think, from 9 on was kind of, it was a critical, super critical line that had, each step had to work, or we'd have been stopped. Missed the goal, very likely. And I don't know, Gene, did you?
Well, I got a confession to Jim and the entire crew. You know, I was division chief of flight control, but I didn't tell them that the team that I was assigning for their mission had never flown a manned mission before. These were the guys that did all the Agena work. And this was the first mission that they ever flew with the crew on board. They had the work on the Apollo 5 mission, where basically we flew that sucker from the ground and managed to satisfy all the objectives. So this was a good team to break in. And it was, I think the lunar module was probably my favorite of the spacecraft, because it was the device. The others, the command module was transportation. The lunar module was the business end that was going to carry the men to the moon and return them back up to the spacecraft. Basically, Jim mentioned a lot of things about the simulations. One of the things we got on the simulation that was very important, 13, was the sim soups would always leave us the lunar module in the water, and we'd have to do a command module rescue there. And therefore we had to develop power down procedures basically, because command module rescue would take basically a day, if I remember right there. So that was a big piece there. The other one that was very important for the later missions is that this is the first mission we had where we had 2 spacecraft with all the communications between the crews. We had 2 teams now in mission control, but we had a single 1 or 2 controllers trying to handle all the communications. This is where those guys, remember the encode that we had in there, remember the problem we had on docking? It took about a half-hour communication before we could finally get set up to accomplish that. The system was misconfigured, and so that was a big breakthrough. But I think the key thing was that the young people that basically moved over were the Agena teams we had during the Gemini program. They never flown the mission before, and it was really great to see them perform during the Apollo 9 mission. Big breakthrough.
Did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of think about it, actually, we did a lot of new things with spacecraft. It was a new scene in mission control. We had all of a sudden a different set of variables to work with. So it was, 9 was big. It was huge.
It's big, and to touch a little bit on what we talked about earlier, the Apollo 1 flyer, January 67, and then leapfrogging to the next manned event, which is Apollo 7, Wally and all coming up down nicely, and then 8, maybe the audacity of all that, but 9 fitting into the puzzle, if you will, leading up toward Apollo 11 and subsequent landings. Talk a little bit about your perspective, both of you, on that, how important that was, because this was big, but every one of those missions was big. Right?
The way I think of it is 9 enabled 10, Tom Stafford mission, and then 10 enabled 11. It was, we had to have every one of those work as advertised to go to the moon on 11.
Yeah, the real challenge for me was that we had to bring new flight directors in throughout that entire period of time, because after the Apollo 1 fire, Kraft and Hodge left the program, so basically I was left with myself and Lenny. Cliff Charlesworth stayed there for a while. We had to bring in Jerry and Pete Frank, and as we finished the program, we brought in the flight directors we need for the Soyuz and the Skylab program. So it was really a question of continuing to grow the teams and the people and figure out which one of these controllers from the earlier mission would be a good flight director for the later missions we had. People, I always say it's easier to build a spacecraft than build a team. And that was, I think, the challenge that we had.
Oh, I don't know. I built a lot of those spacecraft, they weren't so damn easy.
No, it was really a question. This was a tough time for us because we'd finish one mission, we'd dust it off, and we'd be, a week later, we'd be in simulations for the next mission. We'd have to pick up a different crew, different sim suit, everything else. So we were really in a roll there, and it was really good. The people were great, and I think that was the name of the game. The people got the job done.
These guys got to go off on a world tour or something. We had to go right back to work.
They were back to work when they were parading around the edge.
You know, the decision processes that go on, you know, between you up there and mission control on the ground, you know, it had to be just phenomenal teamwork. But how did it operate? You know, Jim, you're the commander, you're gonna do something, you know, mission control saying something, you know, somebody's got to, you know, be able to make that final decision or the direction you're going.
Well, you know, there's a role for everybody. I've had cases that, I don't want to get into here, but there was a time when you're in the spacecraft and nobody on the ground can help you because they don't know anything that's going on there. We had a couple of cases like that where I couldn't get the hatch open or closed on Gemini 4. Nobody on the ground knew any more about it than me. There were times like in Apollo 13 when the crew in the spacecraft didn't know too much about what was going on, and the flight controllers and the program office guys had all the data. And so it was a real teamwork. You had to trust the other guy's judgment because he was in charge, or you were in charge, or someone else is in charge. But you had to trust their judgment, and we all worked together on that with a lot of respect for each other.
And you used a word there, very important, trust. We had a lot more data that our people could look at and analyze quickly than they had. And yet, they, as Jim said, there are certain things they had to do we couldn't do. And so it really was teamwork. You know, Gene, there was something else about 9 that I didn't realize till I kind of started looking at this mission again to come out here. It was before we had gotten a TDRSS. We didn't have a tracking satellite. So it was ground station to ground station to ground station. Acquisition in Hawaii, loss of signal in Hawaii. Acquisition in Guaymas, Mexico, loss of signal. So there was a lot of time we didn't see you guys.
Yes. And you know, Jerry, that was why the crew had to be up for so many hours at a time because the tracks across there were over these ground stations. And when we got off them, we had to stop. But we were over those damn ground stations for a long time. And so eating and sleeping didn't get into